2. How lightning was formed. This is the second lesson in the course book, and now we will do the workbook part for this lesson, how lightning was formed. The first section here is understanding the text. A. Write true or false. Children, here we have 8 sentences. We have to read these sentences and identify if the sentence is true or false. If the sentence is true, we have to write true in the given box here. If the sentence is false, we have to write false in the given box here. So these are the sentences from the lesson. Now we will read the sentences. 1. In the early days of the world, animals tried to emulate the manners and customs of men. This is a true statement. We will write true. 2. Mankind held a great festival every 15 moons. This is a false statement, so we will write false. 3. The squirrel suggested that the animals also wanted to hold a festival of their own. This is a false statement, so we will write here false. 4. U-Paithat's drum was the biggest and the loudest of all the drums. This is a true statement. We will write here true. 5. Shekila the little bird came to the animal carnival marching to the rhythm of a pair of small cymbals. This is a false statement. We will write here false. 6. Yukwi, the lynx, arrived displaying a very handsome silver sword. This is a true statement. We will write here true. 7. U-Paithat forcibly took the silver sword from Yukwi and leapt to the sky. This is a false statement. We will write here false. 8. Today, when U-Paithat brandishes the sword and plays his drum loudly, we call it thunder and lightning. Yes, this is a true statement. We will write here true. So children, this is about the write true or false bit in understanding the text. And now we will move to the next bit. B. Answer the following questions. This is the next bit in understanding the text. Here we are given a few questions. We have to read the questions and write the answers for these questions. The first question is, what did the animals try to do in the early days of the world? The answer is, in the early days of the world, the animals tried to emulate the manners and customs of men and they spoke their language. 2. Describe the event that used to be held every 13 moons. The answer is, a great festival was held every 13 moons where the strongest men and the most handsome youths danced sword dances and contested in archery and other noble games. Third question. How did the animals get their own festival? The answer for this is, after attending the festivals and watching the games and the dances of mankind, animals decided to hold a festival of their own. This is about the first 3 questions and their answers. Children, you can write these answers in your workbook. Now we will move to the next question. The fourth question here is, how did the message go out to all the animals? The answer here is, U-Paithat, the thunder giant, was sent out with his big drum to summon all the world to the festival. Fifth question. What were the animals supposed to do in their carnival? The answer is, the animals were supposed to show their talents and prowess in the carnival. The sixth question is, describe some of the activities of the animals. The answer for this is, all the animals were very smartly arrayed, carrying some weapon or a musical instrument. The squirrel came up beating on a little drum. The little bird Shakila played on a flute. The porcupine marched to the rhythm of a pair of small cymbals. These are 4, 5 and 6 questions and their answers. Now we will move to the next question. How did U-Partat take away the silver sword from UQ? The answer is, when all the animals began to shout with one voice for showing discourtesy to a guest, UQ was forced to give up his silver sword. So children, these are the 7 questions and their answers in B bit, that is, answer the following questions bit. Now we will move to the next bit. The next section here is word search. The first bit is complete the table. Here 5 words are given, and for these 5 words we have to write the synonym and their antonym and the noun form. First one, short. The synonym for this is little. Antonym is long, and the noun form is shorts. 2. Desperate. The synonym for this is furious. Antonym is calm, and the noun form is despair. 3. Scare. The synonym is anxiety. Antonym is comfort, and the noun form here is square. Scare. The word here is scare. 4. Humble. Synonym is gentle. The antonym for humble is impolite, and the noun form here is humility. 5. Arrive. And the synonym for arrive is enter. The antonym is depart. The noun form for the arrive word is arrival. So, for these words, the synonyms are these, the antonyms are these words, and the noun forms are these. Let me read once again. Short. Synonyms are little. The antonym is long. Noun form is shorts. Desperate. Furious is the synonym, calm is antonym, despair is the noun form. 3. Scare. Synonym is anxiety, antonym is comfort, noun form is scare. 4. Humble. Synonym is gentle, antonym is impolite, noun form is humility. 5. Word is arrive. Synonym is enter, antonym is depart, noun form is arrival. So, this completes the first bit in word search. Now we will move to the next bit. B. Read these collective nouns used for certain animals. A flock of parrots, chickens, geese, swans. So here this is the collective noun. Flock is a collective noun, and this collective noun can be used for these animals: parrots, chickens, geese, swans. So this collective noun can be used for these birds and animals. The next one here is a herd of camels, giraffe, goats, reindeer, elephants. So here the collective noun is herd, and this collective noun can be used for camels, giraffe, goats, reindeer, elephants. Next is a pack of dogs, wolves. Here the collective noun is pack, and this collective noun can be used for dogs and wolves. The next is a school of. We have fish and sharks. So the collective noun school can be used for fish and shark. Choose the correct collective noun and fill in the blanks. Children, here we have 5 sentences with a blank in each sentence. We have to fill in this blank by choosing the correct answer from the given words in these brackets, and the words given in these brackets are collective nouns. 1. I saw a dash, flock, herd, pride of lions in the forest, and the answer for this is we use the collective noun pride for lions. So we will write pride here. I saw a pride of lions in the forest. 2. The dash, herd, litter, army of ants is carrying food. So these are the collective nouns, and the collective noun used for ants is army. We will write here army. The army of ants is carrying food. 3. We saw a dash, baby, clutch, pack of hyenas playing with a tiger cub. The collective nouns are baby, clutch, pack, and the correct collective noun used for hyenas is pack. So we will write here pack. We saw a pack of hyenas playing with a tiger cub. 4. A lion attacked a dash, school, herd, pack of deer. So the correct collective noun among these for deer is herd. We will write here herd. A lion attacked a herd of deer. 5. A dash, school, herd, flock of pigeons was flying in the sky. So the collective noun for the pigeons is flock. We will write here flock. A flock of pigeons was flying in the sky. So this is about the collective nouns used for certain animals and birds. Now we will move for the next bit. Word search. Homographs. Words that have the same spelling but different pronunciation and meaning are called homographs. Here, for example, we have this is minute. This minute is used as a noun. And what is the meaning of this minute? It is a unit of time. Like we say seconds, minutes, hours. This is a minute which is used as a noun. And next word is, this is minute. The spelling is same but we pronounce it differently. Minute. This is used as an adjective. The meaning is extremely small. Anything which is very small in size, we call it as minute. So the spelling is same but the pronunciation is different. Such words are called homographs. C. Using a dictionary, write two different meanings of each of these words. Then write a sentence for each of the two meanings. Here we are given a few words. For each word we have to write two different meanings using a dictionary. And then for these two different meanings we have to write each one sentence. Now the first word here is bow. We will search the dictionary and find two different meanings for the bow. One meaning is a weapon for shooting arrows. And another meaning is to bend your head forward as a way of showing someone respect. So this word bow is used in two ways because this is a homograph. One meaning is it is a weapon used for shooting arrows, and the second meaning is to bend your head forward as a way of showing someone respect. And now we have to form a sentence using these two meanings. First, the sentence for this meaning is Kabir is good at bow and arrow. Now the second sentence with this meaning is Lee bowed his head before his master. Now we will move to the second word. Second word is lead. And first we will write the meanings. First meaning is to control a group of people, a country or a situation. And the second meaning is a chemical element with symbol Pb. So here for the same spelling we have two pronunciations. One is lead and the other is lead. Lead is a chemical element with symbol Pb. Now the sentences for each of these meanings. First we will write for this one, the leader is leading the group. Now the second sentence is Mr. Kumar is performing experiments with lead. So this word is pronounced in two forms, lead and lead. Lead is a chemical element and lead is to control a group of people, a country or a situation. Third word here is close. First we will write the meanings, two different meanings. Referring to a distance, this is one meaning, and the other meaning is opposite of close. Now the sentences are the school is close to the park. This is showing the distance. And the second sentence, please close the door. This is closing the door and this shows the distance. The fourth word, present. The meanings here are, one meaning is existing in a particular place. The second meaning is a gift. Now the sentences are, all the board members were present for the meeting. And the second sentence for the second meaning, mother bought a present for her daughter. So one meaning is existing in a particular place, means giving the attendance, and the second meaning is a gift. All the board members were present for the meeting. This is attendance. And here mother bought a present for her daughter. Here the present is showing the meaning of a gift. And the fifth word here is bat. The meanings for the word bat are: first meaning, specially shaped piece of wood used for hitting the ball in some games. So this is a bat which is made of wood, which is used in some games to hit the ball. And the second meaning is a small animal like a mouse with wings that flies at night. The second meaning is it is a small animal which looks like a mouse which has wings, and this animal flies at night. And the sentences we make here are: with this meaning, boys are playing with a bat and a ball. And the second sentence, with this meaning, a bat was hanging on the branch of the tree. So this sentence is made for the bat, which is a piece of wood used to play, and this sentence is made for the small animal which is called a bat. So children, this is about the homographs under bit C in word search. Now we will move to the next bit. Writing skills. Imagine you are one of the many animals who were present at the animal carnival. Write a letter to your friend in another forest describing the event to him or her. Children, here you have to imagine yourself as one of the animals who were present at the animal festival, and you should write a letter to your friend who is in another forest describing the event to your friend. I will show you an example on how to write. You can write a letter to your friend taking this as an example. So this is an example here. Write here to Mr. Teddy Bear who is in another forest like Kalinga forest, and write here, Dear Teddy. Dear Teddy, how are you? I am fine here. Hope the same with you. The other day I was present at an animal carnival. All the animals were smartly dressed, each one in their taste and fashion, and each one carrying some weapon of warfare or a musical instrument. The squirrel came up beating on a little drum. The little bird Shekila came playing on a flute, followed by the porcupine marching to the rhythm of a pair of small cymbals. Everyone was very happy dancing, and it was fun. Do write to me about yourself. Convey my kind regards to auntie and uncle. Bye for now. Elephant. So this is how you can write a letter to your another friend. You should imagine yourself as an animal and you should write to another animal describing the animal carnival. You can take this as an example and write a letter in your workbook. And this is about the writing skills. Now we will move to the next section. Life skill. Do you think folk tales are always true, or are these stories told only for entertainment? Folk tales are not always true, and these stories are told only for entertainment. Yes, children, with this we complete the workbook part from our second lesson, how lightning was formed.